Hi, it's Fredette and welcome back to another Mom Chat Mondays. On today's episode, I'm going to be doing a review on the Lovevery play kits. This video is not sponsored. I buy these kits with my own hard-earned money. So I'm going to be giving you my own honest opinion on what I think about these kits. But before we begin, go ahead and like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, so you're always up to date on new videos that go up every Monday. Lovevery is a Montessori-based toy subscription company that sends age-appropriate play kits to your front door every 2 to 3 months. Now, Lovevery is one of the many Montessori-based toy subscription companies that are out right now, others being KiwiCo and Monti Kids. You may be asking yourself, what is Montessori? You could really go down a black hole on YouTube and Google trying to figure out exactly what Montessori is. My interpretation of the Montessori method is that it is a development-focused education that fosters independence and helps them develop their problem-solving skills early through active versus passive activities and play. Now, some examples of passive play are toys that blink, have lots of lights, have lots of noise, things that don't really require the child to engage so much rather than to observe what's happening. Whereas the Montessori method really encourages the child to develop thinking of their own. A lot of the toys are things that they have to kind of learn to process, learn how to make it fun, if that makes any sense. A lot of people think that the Montessori method is kind of rigid and like not so fun, because if you look at Montessori classrooms or Montessori like play areas, they just look very clean and sterile kind of. But I'll tell you, just by watching Declan and watching how he engages with the toys, it is super fun. And he seems like he's having a great time, but I'd be lying to you if I said that I didn't also purchase passive toys for him. So he does have like the beeping cars, he does have the flashing lights, the regular everyday toys. So I'm not a Montessori purist in the least. I believe everything in moderation is key. So that's my take on it. Now let's get into the price of these play kits. Now, Lovevery play kits cost $80, including free shipping to the US and Canada, and they get shipped every 2 months. So that breaks down to about $40 a month per play kit. And that's for ages 0 to 12 months. Now, once the child is 1 year up to the 4-year mark, the play kits get shipped every 3 months, and they're $120 a play kit, which breaks down to the same $40 a month, just over 3 months instead of over the 2-month wait. We didn't start with Lovevery right away. Before that, we tried Monti Kids, which is much more expensive than Lovevery. It's about $195 every play kit, and those ship every 3 months, so it breaks down to about $65 a month. So it's a much higher price point. I will say the quality of Monti Kids play kit, like the wood that is used, is like excellent quality, and there's not as much filler toys in the Monti Kids play kits as there are in the Lovevery play kits in the earlier boxes. For that price point, it just didn't make sense for us. So once we moved on from Monti Kids, I started kind of self-curating some of the toys through Amazon and other sellers to really pick and choose what I wanted from the boxes. It wasn't until the Inspector Play Kit, which I believe is a 7 to 8 month kit, where I felt like I was getting the value for everything inside the box. And I just came to the point where like some of the individual toys cost more than the Lovevery Play Kits that has more inside. With Lovevery, you get the quality and the bang for your buck. It's not as expensive as the other subscriptions, but the quality is still like top tier. Especially when you hit the 1 year mark, that's when the boxes become top tier. Everything in that box Declan plays with, Declan uses on a daily basis. Now, I decided to go with Lovevery not just because of the price point, but because I felt like the minute I went onto their website, it really encompassed everything that I was looking for. They were answering the questions that I had being a new mom. When Declan was born, when we came home from the hospital, like he would nap. Once his wake window started to be longer, I was kind of at a loss for what to do to keep him entertained and to also like keep his brain like active, because I was guessing. I didn't know what to do. Being a new mom, I was Googling every day, like, what do I do at the 1 month mark, 2 month mark, 3 month mark, just to keep Declan active and like keep him entertained. Taking out the guesswork is spend less time doing research and more time connecting with your child, which was a no-brainer for me. Their second pillar was right toys at the right time, which is so key. When Declan was obsessed with Kleenex and like taking Kleenex out of the box, or like taking wet wipes out of the packet, the next play kit that came in was a box with fabric tissue that you could like stuff and like he could like keep taking out, and that was perfect. And then when he was really into opening and closing doors and latches and like things like that, the next play kit that came in, it came with a little toy that has like a little roundabout that you can put a ball through, and it goes all the way down, and then it has 4 different doors that he can choose to open or put his hand through to get the ball out, to do it all over again. He loves that, and it keeps him so entertained, so engaged, which is key, especially for me being a working mom. Also, sometimes I don't always have the time to actively play with him as he's doing toys, so this just gives him an opportunity to really keep himself entertained and like figure things out for himself in a safe educational space where I don't always have to be engaged with him. I can just be watching him, and he can be learning and figuring out. It's not wasted time waiting for me to finish a meeting or finish a call or finish whatever I need to finish. The third pillar is child safe and sustainable. All the pieces in the box, I will say, is very high quality. They are built to last with sustainably harvested wood, and that's very evident. Like, it doesn't look cheap, doesn't feel cheap. Everything's organic, non-toxic, and baby safe, which is key because Declan puts everything in his mouth right now. He wants to taste everything, he wants to try everything, he wants to bite everything. So that just gives me peace of mind, which I love. The fourth pillar is parenting made easy. You get access to expert tips, research, and different ways to play. They give you a little booklet that comes with each play kit that kind of gives you a rundown on how to play with each toy, what each toy is supposed to develop, and that is so key. So you're not like in the dark doing research. It's all there in the box given to you. Now the fifth pillar is no commitment. They offer flexible payment plans, and you can skip or cancel your plan at any time, which is great because some boxes earlier on that I felt that we didn't need, I would just pause or skip that box and restart it when I saw a box that I liked. You can see on their website what's in the boxes to come. Everything on here on out, it looks like A1, so I don't think we're going to be skipping any more boxes. A lot of the times when they open the toy for the first time, they're not going to get it right away. The beauty is watching them develop through like the weeks and the months and figure it out. Sometimes when I look back on videos that I saw of Declan when we first got a play kit to 2-3 months later, it's just amazing to see like the growth and like the skill development on how he like didn't even know how to approach the toy in the beginning, and now it's like clockwork. He plays with some of the toys that he got at the 8-9 month mark. Even now, like, they have a longevity to them, which is key, especially when you're paying good money for toys. And if you plan on having multiple kids, this is a one-time buy. You don't have to keep buying play kits unless things go missing. We have a dog, and a lot of times Declan likes to feed, especially the smaller items, to our dog, and they just get chewed apart. What can you do? If you don't have a dog, these toys last a long time if you store them and keep them properly. You can even resell them if you want to. Now, I'm not just tooting my own horn because he's my son, but a lot of people do comment on how advanced Declan is for his age. A lot of that is due to the time that we spend together playing with these play kits, but also the time that he spends alone just trying to figure it out on his own, giving him the space and the freedom to develop his own methods, not over correcting him, not correcting him at all, having him figure it out on his own has really helped develop his brain in a way that's problem solving based, if that makes sense. And he's having fun doing it. Sometimes I just watch him from outside the room and he's just like laughing with himself, enjoying the process of figuring it out, and that's all I could ask for. So overall, I would highly, highly, highly recommend the Lovevery play kits if it fits within your budget. There are play kits at much higher price points, so I think this is more affordable, but everyone's budget is different, so do whatever works for you. But if you, like me, just want to take the guesswork out of figuring out what's good for your child at certain age groups, certain age ranges, this is a foolproof method. The research is done for you. It's already perfectly curated. As I mentioned earlier, sometimes if you go on the hunt to try to curate these boxes or curate toys on your own, they end up being more expensive than a play kit would be. For example, instead of getting one of the earlier Lovevery play kits, I just went ahead on Amazon and bought these 2 items, and as you can see, the price together is more or just as much as one of the play kits at that age group. So take that for what you will. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. This video is not sponsored, but if this video helped you make a decision on whether or not to get Lovevery for your child, I will leave my referral link down in the description box. If you want to do me a solid and buy through that link, that will help me and this channel and Declan. You don't want to take money from Declan, do you? So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on another Mom Chat Mondays. Bye.